Hey, this is Staying Alive with Anita.
And Kevin.
How are you doing today? We got some really fun information for you today. We're going to talk about an event that Kevin's fixing to do, and we're going to talk about a little bit about nutrition that is involved in doing what we do. So.
Got a lot of stuff planned for the year coming up, but one of the first ones that we decided to do, that I wanted to do early in the year, was an obstacle course race called a Spartan.
Yay! Well, I would love to do it, but having never seen such a thing before, I've opted to wait until the fall to do one to have a little bit more prep time.
Right. So I've been training through the winter, and I've had some questions about how I train and what I do to get ready for it. And so we're going to take you on that journey today, and I'll show you one of my workouts, and we'll kind of explain what's going on there.
Yeah, the cool thing is we have just moved to this area, and we are in a rental home. So we didn't want to buy a gym membership somewhere because we didn't know where we were going to live in the long run and stuff. So we are able just to set up our own situation in the basement and just work down there and not really have to have anything special. You don't have to have anything special.
No, absolutely not. The bulk of my training has been body weight exercises. I spend a lot of time, I have one of my bikes mounted on the rollers downstairs, so I spend a fair amount of time on my bike on the rollers, and then the weights that you already had that you like to use, that's not as much me, I've learned to incorporate them. And then I have some other things, a 5-gallon bucket filled with rock, I have a sandbag, I have a drag sled and some ropes, and just stuff you can get anywhere. Just, you know, the local sporting goods store or wherever. You know, this is nothing specialized. So here again, we're just like, start where you are, do what you can do, be who you can be. Sure. So anybody who doesn't know, if you haven't seen an obstacle course race, a Spartan race, the one I'm doing is going to be a sprint. That's approximately a 3-mile race. It's their short course with about 20 obstacles. And the obstacles include walls and carrying buckets of rock.
And going in the mud and under barbed wire in the mud and going in the muddy water under things. And let me tell you, to start this race, you have to jump over a wall that's taller than I am. So I got to find me a wall somewhere. So
I'm thinking the porch will work.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm afraid I'm going to break the banister off. Okay, no.
But it's been interesting. I like it because it's strength-based, and on the Spartan races, you don't get to opt out of any obstacles. If you can't complete an obstacle, then you get to do
30 burpees.
30 burpees.
Have you ever tried a burpee?
If you haven't done a burpee, it is a very, very well-rounded body weight exercise that engages a lot of muscle groups.
Right, yeah, and it is really hard. I can't imagine at this point doing 30 especially multiples of 30.
Yeah.
So if you don't make it through the event, you miss something, you drop something, you slip off something, then you got to do the 30 burpees before you can go on. So
Right.
anyway, and that just makes it to where you have to be a little more determined to do the activity.
Right. And the burpees, that's because of this race. I'm still traveling some, and that's actually an activity that I include when I'm on the road in my hotel. I'll drop and do burpees there so that I'm getting in a workout.
I'm sure the people below are a little
Probably.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
because we are not carb fueled people and athletes, we are fat fueled. And so we have really had to be searching some things to take with us on some of these events. And the traditional sports drinks and energy drinks, they are not what we are trying to incorporate in what we're doing.
No,
So-
they're not at all. They just don't meet the sugars that are in everything. I try to avoid.
Yeah, and the artificial sweeteners and things like that. We're trying to
Right.
do good things for ourselves, not bad things. So.
Now, it's not to say we don't eat good food, because
Right.
we eat very good food. And
Right.
in fact, we have treats too. You
Yeah.
just made some.
Yeah, I just made what would be similar to a Thin Mint, and let me tell you, those cookies were yummy.
They were outstanding.
Yeah. Well, you know how you have those little rolls of cookies? Well, we have little rolls of cookies in our freezer, so
Right.
we can have a couple, for a treat. So it's not like eating this way, you're depriving yourself. There are ways around it, and the most of everything is what we do, and then that is we eat real food.
Right. And what I like most about what we do is it has become our lifestyle. So
Right.
we're not dieting, we're not
Right.
calorie counting, we're not doing something for a period of time. This is a part of who we are now.
Right.
And
Right.
the energy level that I feel
Yeah.
and the sharpness that I
Yeah.
feel now,
Yeah, that's
so
important.
much better than it was. And that's really why we started all this, is because this journey has been so positive for
Right,
us.
yeah. We've been switching the way we eat for several years, actually.
Right.
And, everybody goes, oh, I can't give up my pasta, or, oh, I can't give up my whatever. But, the thing is we thought that way too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when we were first introduced to this, I'm like, I can't not eat bread,
Right.
or I can't not drink milk. But I have now found out that milk really bothers me because I'm not drinking enough, and when I do, it bothers me. It really doesn't do me good. So it's a journey along the way,
Right.
and we are learning lots of things. And the thing is we are questioning what we've been told, and that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Is we're questioning what we've been told and doing what's right for our bodies. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing.
Yep. And we're getting good medical advice.
Right.
We're monitoring our bone density, our fat percentages. We're getting blood work done on a regular basis, and we
Right.
can see the actual results. So we have some medical scientific data to back up how we feel and what's going on, and just kind of confirm that what we're doing is truly healthy.
Right.
It's not just about weight loss,
Right.
and it's not just about being an athlete or doing events. It's about having a really well-rounded life. It's about being really healthy, feeling great,
Right, yeah.
being active, and planning on being around for a long time and enjoying
Right.
these later years the way we should.
Right, right. And we do, up here, we found a doctor that has given us 2 thumbs up on everything we're doing.
That's right.
And so we do have a doctor. We've been there almost monthly for various something. And it's really great to know that we don't take any medication and our doctor thinks we're doing okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the best way.
That's
So,
it.
Anyway, we will see you next time. But before we go, I'd really like to have you follow us, subscribe to our channel, hit the little bell so you get the notification. And we also have
Some other social media out there. We'll post all the links down below. You can see us on Facebook and Instagram. And thanks for coming out and being with us today.
All
More
right.
to come.
See you soon.